If you're still chasing that promotion, running after that person, or struggling to pay your bills, you're operating from a consciousness of lack, and lack only attracts more lack. What I'm about to share will fundamentally change how you understand reality creation. Leave a comment right now if you've already noticed that the more you chase something, the further away it seems to get. The truth is this: you don't need to chase anything. Everything you desire already exists in consciousness, waiting only for your recognition. But first, you must understand why chasing always fails. When you chase something, you're assuming you don't have it. That assumption of not having becomes your lived reality, because consciousness is the only reality. Neville Goddard spent decades proving that whatever you assume to be true about yourself inevitably manifests in your experience. Let me tell you about a businessman who learned this through pain. James had been broke for 2 years. Every morning he'd wake up checking his bank account, hoping for a miracle. He spent hours crafting desperate strategies, calling old clients, begging for opportunities. The harder he tried, the worse his financial situation became. Then James discovered Neville Goddard. Instead of chasing money from a consciousness of poverty, he began internally assuming he was naturally prosperous. Every night before sleep, he imagined himself checking an abundant bank account, feeling the peace of someone who never worries about bills. In 6 weeks, a client who had disappeared months ago came back with a $100,000 project. 2 weeks later, another contract arrived. James hadn't done anything different externally. He had only changed his consciousness from scarcity to abundance. If this resonates with you, leave a yes in the comments. So many people need to hear this. Now, let me tell you about Marcus, who discovered this with love. Marcus desperately wanted love. He signed up for every dating app, went to social events, approached hundreds of women. The more he chased, the lonelier he became. Why? Because he operated from the consciousness of someone who didn't have love, who needed to find it outside himself. Then Marcus did something radical. He stopped completely. Stopped looking, stopped chasing, stopped needing. Instead, he began internally assuming he was deeply loved. Not by someone specific, but by life itself, by the consciousness that he was. Within 30 days, the love of his life appeared naturally in his experience. She was attracted not by his neediness, but by his completeness, not by his desperation, but by his inner peace. This isn't coincidence. This is law. But here's what most people don't understand. You're not trying to attract something to you. You're recognizing that you're already one with what you desire. In consciousness, there's no separation between you and your good. Separation is just an illusion of the senses. Neville taught that imagination is the creative power of God within you. When you imagine having what you desire, when you feel the reality of it, you're not fantasizing. You're entering the state of consciousness where your desire already exists. Share this video with someone who needs to stop chasing and start assuming. The technique is simple but requires absolute discipline. Every night before sleep, you must assume the feeling of your desire fulfilled. If you desire prosperity, feel the peace of someone who never worries about money. If you desire love, feel the joy of being completely cherished. If you desire recognition, feel the satisfaction of being truly valued. But listen, you're not visualizing getting these things. You're assuming you already have them. You're thinking from the fulfilled state, not about the fulfilled state. This distinction is crucial because it determines whether you operate from the consciousness of having or the consciousness of wanting. Wanting keeps you in a state of lack. Having creates the experience of possession. Now, here's where most people fail. They practice this technique for a few days and then spend the rest of their time doubting, worrying, planning how to make it happen. This completely destroys the inner work they've done. Neville warned about this. There's always an interval between the change in consciousness and its physical manifestation. During this interval, you must persist in your new assumption, regardless of what your senses report. Your senses show the past, not the future. Your current circumstances are just the externalization of previous states of consciousness. As you persist in your new assumption, your external reality must reorganize to correspond. Tell me in the comments, what area of your life do you most need to stop chasing? But persistence doesn't mean effort. It means a gentle, constant return to the feeling of the desire fulfilled whenever your mind wanders to a state of lack or limitation. Think of it like training a muscle. At first, maintaining the new consciousness seems difficult. Your old patterns resist, but with consistent practice, operating from the fulfilled state becomes as natural as breathing. Neville transformed his own life by applying this principle. From poverty to prosperity, from unknown to internationally recognized. He didn't chase success, he assumed success until it crystallized into physical experience. The same power that operated through Neville operates through you. The same law that worked for him will work for you. The only question is whether you'll have the discipline to apply it consistently. You're not asking the universe to give you something. You're claiming what's already yours in consciousness. You're not trying to become worthy of what you desire. You're recognizing that you're already worthy simply by the fact that you desire it. Every genuine desire is evidence that its fulfillment already exists in the infinite realm of possibilities. You couldn't desire something that wasn't possible for you to have. So stop chasing, stop struggling, stop trying to make it happen through external effort. Instead, go within. Assume the state of consciousness of your desire fulfilled. Feel grateful for what you already have in imagination. And then, with the patience of one who knows the law, watch how your external world reorganizes to reflect your new internal assumption. Watch how opportunities appear, how the right people enter your life, how circumstances align perfectly. This isn't magic. This is the natural functioning of consciousness. You are the operator of your own experience. You always have been, you always will be. The only question is whether you'll operate consciously or unconsciously. The choice is yours. Chase from a place of lack or assume from a place of fullness. Beg as a beggar or claim as a divine heir of infinite creation. If this video changed your perspective, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Your positive energy helps more people discover these transformative teachings. If you're ready to dive deeper into this consciousness transformation, click on the next video that appears on your screen. Watch it now while this understanding is alive in your consciousness and your mind is open to total change.